This is stage 5 of our big hike.
The GR128 is a long-distance hiking trail that starts in the northern France, completely through Belgium, a little piece of Netherlands and ending in Aachen, Germany. A total distance around 600 kilometers.
Today's stage is from Zermezele to Buschgepen.
France.
The names of these towns are all Flemish. It's really strange. This was an area a long time ago. This was all Flanders. So it's really strange to be in France and to see all these Flemish names. We're off to hike again like 7 hours, 8 hours. It's always if you start and you say we're going to hike for 7 hours, like what? And the weather is good. It's a little bit of gray. It was a very good weekend. It was very nice weather.
Now it's chilly.
And now it's a little bit of chilly. I don't have any jacket on because it was warm. And we said, well, we don't going to wear any jacket today. But we step out of the car, it's like, oh, it's more chilly than we thought. But if you hike, soon it will be warmer. And it's just early in the morning. So yeah, let's see what this stage brings us. I know at the end of this stage, and I hope we can go inside, that we are on time. We're going to pass an abbey, a very old abbey. They actually bottle beer, but that's for later. And the funny thing is, the last stage that we did with Sweetie, she's not here anymore. She could not come. She wanted, but she couldn't.
Sure, she wanted.
I don't know. Last time we saw a lot of yellow flowers, fields full of yellow flowers. It's just 2 weeks now after that previous stage. There's none. You cannot see any yellow flowers. Any. You have to seize the moment. If you see flowers in spring and you say, well, we're going to do it next week, it can be done, it can be over. So I'm very happy that we did that stage. It's going up. Do you know the way? I don't think a lot of people are doing this hike. It's really, look, it's like a small path, and there are really lovely flowers here. Look. If we are going to do this for 30 kilometers, we're not going to do it in a fast pace, but it's fun. The diversity of different paths that you have to take, it's always fun to do. I don't like loop walks. I like to do things with a bigger purpose, with a bigger goal. Like now, it's a really big organization to do that. 2 cars, driving 2 cars, one at the beginning, one at the end. I have to watch where I walk. Okay, we have reached civilization again. You have to drive separately. You can say, if I say it, it's like, no big thing. If you're driving to the point where you have to start or end, it's like, and if we hiked for 8 hours, then you have to go back with the car to the other car. It's an organization. It's an effort. You have to put an effort on it, but
It's nice.
it's nice. It's fun. Yeah? What did you see? Oh, what a nice buck. 1 hour and a half ago, we were questioning our decision for not bringing a jacket. We stepped outside the car. I said, it's going to be cold, but look, if you are hiking up, then you are quickly too hot. So yeah, nice weather to hike, although it's gray, but it's not cold and there's not a lot of wind. So if it's a cold wind, then it's different, but it's again a very, very, very beautiful look at the Flemish. It's North France, but look at the Flemish scenery. Sorry for the French people who are watching. Soon we will be in Belgium, my home country. This sign says old shoemaker of the 19th century. Here it says, I don't know in English. Herberg. Old
Cafe.
Yeah, cafe. It's not a cafe. It's I will look it up in English. We are so close to Belgium and Flanders, and this is France, and I was joking with look at the Flemish scenery, but it amazes me how much Flemish flags, lions, we have a Flemish lion, how much Flemish lions you see here. So I don't know if they are not happy to be a citizen of France. Do they want to be a citizen of Flanders? I have no idea. I don't want to start an argument in the comment section. It's one big ball. We are all humans. We're at Castle Mountain. Well, mountain. It's a small mountain, but it's steep. All these little mountains here, it's like hills. It's not mountain, we call them mountains because we don't have any mountains in Flanders, but it's really hills, but sharp hills. So it will be a heavy stage. 35 kilometers climbing. Yeah, okay. Look what cool bridge. How nice. This is a statue, a monument, a reminder of the kids that died in the First World War. If you look at the names, there's a lot.
Tell me something, it might just take the pain away. See, I've been thinking a million things I want to say. Now I'm looking in your eyes, but I'm wandering to your lips. See, I'm trying to keep it cool while I'm hovering for the kiss.
All over Flanders, like in my province, the south. Sorry. You see a lot of these graves of the soldiers that was killed in the First World War and Second World War. You will see a lot of them in our hike in the next few vlogs until we reached upper provinces. But in the south it's really, and they are very big ones. I hope we will pass one, a very famous one in Flanders. It's Tijncot. It's a really big one. So if we pass this one, I should look in detail if we will pass that cemetery.
Old-fashioned orange slice, sweet like daiquiri with strawberry crushed ice. Know you like a margarita with the hot spice. Love the taste of paradise. No, it's never been the right time. Like we're holding back the storyline. And I'm waiting at the end of the night, thinking of you.
just hiking 14 kilometers. It was already really hot, really hot. It was and it was really not flat. And now this surface, we're just hiking 14 kilometers. My legs, the one stage is easier than the other one. Now it's a little bit of boring. After the last castle mountain hill, now straight roads, and yeah, it's nice to see. And we have put our sweater again because it's cold wind. Well, it's not that cold, but it's colder wind. We're nearly halfway. I think that mountain there, well, again, hill for people that living in Switzerland or something. Mountain? I don't see a mountain. It's a hill. I know it's a hill. But on the top, I think we see some buildings, and I think that's the Abbey that later on we're going to see, and I hope it will be open. It's still 10 kilometers, so we're going to zigzag towards the Abbey.
And every time I go out, I'm looking around to see you there. Where are you? My heart skips beating when your perfume's in the air. 'Cause I've been needing you like old-fashioned orange slice, sweet like daiquiri with strawberry crushed ice. Know you like a margarita with the hot spice. Love the taste of paradise. Yes, you do.
Hey, map reader, the Abbey is that way. There is the Abbey. There. The map? Who created that map?
You.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
No. I followed the GPX. It's been a long time that we have seen this normal white and red signs. We thought that we were lost and we were taking an extra loop that was not necessary. But sometimes here in the north of France, the signs are not always correct. We were lucky in the beginning. We said, oh, the signs are getting better and better every stage. But the last 5 kilometers, it's really confusing. Where is it? That way? Okay. We have seen the sign. So it's the official way. My wife was really anxious. If the Abbey is on top, you have to climb. It hurts a little bit. We're very close now to the Abbey. To give an extra information about the Abbey. So this is a very old Abbey. It was the first French Trappist beer that was made here in France. So it was brewed for personal use until 1905, and then it was commercialized. But in 1907, separation of church and state was happened here in France. Some monks were going away to Belgium, and they found a place to settle, and they made a new beer, Trappist beer. And we know that that beer in Belgium, it's Saint Bernardus, but I did not know it was from the monks originally from here. So there was a large number of monks that was going away from this abbey. Then there was a few years that was not any brewery, here in the Abbey because of the World War I, and it was a problem with a fire in the Abbey. And then later on they start brewing it again, so it's brewed in another place, but it's bottled here in the Abbey. And I hope this Abbey will be open and we can buy a beer for my wife, not for me. I'm not a beer drinker, I'm not an alcohol drinker. So yeah, they have a cheese factory here too, so they make their own cheese too. So it's really cool place. So we are at the Abbey and we saw a sign there that says you cannot visit the Abbey. I just asked here in the shop and you cannot visit the Abbey, so that's a shame. Maybe it's because there are still monks inside. I thought we could visit this. It will be a very nice thing to do. We can buy some cheese and a beer here in the shop. You can visit there the chapel, very small chapel, but that's it. This is just a shop, and I saw that that it was open until 6 o'clock, and it's the shop that it's open until 6 or 6:30. So we have bought cheese for at home because it's really strange. You can buy some beer. It's in a bottle, but you have to buy a glass. It's not a restaurant, it's not a bar, a cafe. It's really pity. If it was me, I should put here a little cafe so you can drink of the Trappist beer. I think it will be popular, but you have to buy the glass. It's really nice to give somebody. It's like nice boxes to give. So this cheese is also created with some Trappist beer, so maybe this evening or in the weekend we can taste some. It's too bad. I was looking forward for visiting this Abbey. I'm still processing the disappointment of not visiting the Abbey. I was looking forward like 10 kilometers going to see the Abbey. Well, we saw the Abbey on the outside. They have to respect that.
Silence.
Yes, silence.
You cannot be silent.
No, Herr Buddha is never silent. No, that's true. Everywhere you look, you see rabbits here. Small rabbits, big rabbits. 100 rabbits, all in different fields. It's really busy here. This is it. Our car. It was a tough stage. I have to say that. One stage is easier than the other stage. It's a personal thing, I think, but also how many kilometers you are climbing. Next stage, we are crossing the border with Belgium. This is the border. This house is Belgium. This vehicle is in France.